Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update video, and in this video I'll be covering Harmony One, whose current price stands at the $0.01735 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by negative 4.67%, although we are having a bit of a recovery to the upper side from what we had yesterday. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, and I'll be basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's. So I'll briefly kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. So Harmony One went to an all-time high in this Elliot wave, having a wave 5 taking us to an all-time high, and from the all-time high we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, and the ABC correction has now taken us to around the $0.015 mark. That was yesterday, and I believe Harmony One has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, having gone even below the key target areas that I expected it to reach in the ABC correction. And I want to start the video by applying the fibs here so that we can see it's a very key area of support that we lost, a key Fibonacci area that we lost on this chart. If I apply the fibs here, so we lost the fib level $0.88 mark, that was at around the $0.46 mark, and at around that area we also have a key support that is at around the $0.05 mark. Between that area, in between there, we lost a key area of support there. Having lost the fib level 0.88 means that Harmony One is at a very critical area, because having lost that key area on the Fibonacci means that it might be hard for Harmony One to recover to the upper side. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that can play out on this chart. So here on the daily chart we had a channel within which Harmony One had been trading within until yesterday, when we broke to the lower side. And when we broke to the lower side we also lost a support at around the $0.002 mark. And some of the key scenarios that can play out is that we can continue seeing lower prices, and that would mean it's possible that we touch the next key area of support at around the $0.013 mark. And I hope we don't lose this key area of support, because if we lose that, that would mean even lower prices, and that could take us to around the $0.008 mark, and that won't be good for Harmony One. The other key scenario that can play out is that we can maybe go to the lower side and touch this key area of support, and then have a nice bounce to the upper side. And once we have that nice bounce to the upper side, we can then break this key area of resistance at around the $0.02 mark. And once we break above it, have a retest, and once the retest is a success, we can go to around the $0.03 mark. And in that move I'll also expect us to go above the fib level that I have just mentioned earlier, that is the fib level 0.88. once we that would mean we need to go above the $0.045 mark for us to now start sketching a bullish scenario on the chart. And for that to happen I also expect increased volume on this chart, and also higher prices on the Bitcoin chart, because once we see a sell-off on the Bitcoin chart we also see a sell-off on the Harmony One chart. And for at the moment we don't have much of buying pressure volume on the chart. You can see all these on the volume indicators that you are just seeing red candlesticks. And if we take a look at the indicators on the daily chart, on the RSI we are massively oversold on the daily chart, on the daily RSI, and that would mean we have room for us to continue pushing higher once we start seeing a bounce to the upper side. And I hope we see that recovery soon. Also on the MACD, we are about to print something, which for now I cannot say whether it's a bullish cross or a bearish cross. We need to wait for a few days so that is clear, and then try and make conclusions using it. Also, if I go to the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, on the indicators, you can also see that on the RSI yesterday we were massively oversold, but we have a nice recovery to the upper side. We are trading at around the 30 mark, and that means we also have room for us to continue pushing higher also on the 4-hour RSI. On the MACD, on the 4-hour charts, it's printing a bullish cross, and that's very positive, and that would mean soon we might see that reversal to the upper side. So those are the key scenarios that can play out on this chart, and I'll keep you updated on any movement on this chart.